And now my own statement. First, I want to extend my sincere thanks to all three of you, especially to Senator Avella and the legislators who have pulled together the forum and the legislation that we're discussing today. However, in my 3 minutes, I can't possibly evaluate these bills adequately. I'll simply urge you to make use of the rest of your session and pass the strongest possible package that you can. We at the local level have been lobbying Albany about hydrofracking since the days of Governor Patterson and Commissioner Granis. And during those years, we've been told by both parties, in both houses, and by both governors, we're waiting for the DEC process to be finished. In fact, Senator Tom O'Mara, who just met us outside in the hallway, did come and listen for a little while, and he repeated that, and we're waiting for the DEC, but at least he came to listen for a little while. I appreciate that. But given the 66,000 comments on the revised ESCITES, it's not likely the DEC will complete their process before the end of your session in June. However, there's every reason to expect that they will do so and begin issuing permits before you next meet in January. Therefore, now is the time for the legislature to act or risk becoming irrelevant altogether. Once permitting begins, it will be harder, even harder, to exert legislative oversight. We have only to watch Pennsylvania for evidence of that failure. That's called closing the barn door after the cows have gone. However, we are told that most, if not all, of these bills will not come to the Senate floor for a vote. In fact, this proceeding is a forum, not a hearing, because of Chairperson Grisanti's unwillingness for the ENCON committee to even consider these bills. Will this body be silent about one of the most critical issues of our day? Hydrofracking touches virtually all aspects of our lives. Who owns our land and decides how it's used? Economic winners and losers, crime and homelessness, our ability to get a mortgage and homeowners insurance, who lives and works in our neighborhoods, the water we drink, the air we breathe, and nothing less than the shaking of the earth itself and the fate of our ever-warming planet. And this isn't just about a few counties. The Utica Shale is far larger than the Marcellus, covering most of New York State. Moreover, water, air, and truck traffic flow far beyond any particular drill pad. And now we know injection wells cause earthquakes. Now that we know that, corporations will be looking to Long Island to dispose of their wastewater. As Kate said, they're looking for the plants that do exist are in Long Island. Will the New York State Legislature leave this mighty debate up to the governor and his executive agency? You and many of your colleagues have done so much important work in crafting legislation that will have profound impacts on people's lives. Please don't let it die on the shelf. Fracking is not a partisan issue. Unfortunately, it would appear so from the people who've come to listen to us today. However, our legislature, bipartisan legislature, passed a strong resolution calling for a statewide ban. That included 2 out of the 3 Republicans on the board. There are bills worth supporting that are sponsored by both parties. I've given Democratic lawn signs to Republican farmers who are tired of gas corporations pushing them around. I've also argued with Democratic union members hungry for work in our upstate communities. New Yorkers have been debating fracking for years now. We've been waiting for our government to join us in that debate and do something. That is not to say that any action is better than no action. We must have true protection, and the bills before us today are the kinds of tools we need. I recognize this is precisely why you scheduled this forum, Senator Avella. So my question goes to 2 men who are not here, Chair Grisante and Leader Skelos. If you block these bills from even coming to the floor for debate, I have to ask, why are you all here? This is your job. This is your responsibility. And it's not good enough to cram 30 bills into 2 days at the end of June. These issues demand your full attention, and we have a right to hear your public debate. New Yorkers deserve no less. Senator Avella, I applaud your leadership on this issue and your determination not to let it be ignored. If the leadership of your House will not bring these bills to the floor, please find another way. We are depending on you. Thank you.